Tim from Toy Tinker Tim, and this episode I'm taking a look at the Buck Rogers rocket pistol. It's the XZ-31 from 1934. In 1934, this toy rocket pistol sold for 50 cents. So even using an inflation calculator, that would bring it in to less than $12 US here in 2024. Still a bargain. It measures 9.5 inches long and just under 13 ounces in weight. The handle of the rocket pistol has the line artwork of Buck Rogers stamped right into its blue steeled surface. It was built of heavy blued steel and nickel-plated rocket nozzle and backflash deflector. So there's a lanyard ring is designed into the bottom of the grip here. I imagine it was to keep your rocket pistol handy so it didn't float away in space when you're battling Killer Kane. So this all-steel pop gun was also advertised as absolutely harmless. It was promoted as the pop you could hear around a block. So let's take a listen. It's an iconic toy of sci-fi. When Buck Rogers was out back in the 1930s, this was like Star Wars in 1970s. It was amazingly popular. The product couldn't be made fast enough for it. The toy gun premiered at Macy's stores in New York, where it sold out. The demand for Buck Rogers related products and toys was incredible. It's like Star Wars from the 1970s through the 80s. It's also stated in ads that it's an exact depiction of Buck's own rocket pistol. That would be referring to the comic strips at the time. Now, supposedly it's that Daisy went to the creators and artists here of the Buck Rogers stories and an arranged agreement where the rocket pistol drawn would resemble the one that Daisy had created here, this pop gun. So you talk about built-in marketing. Now, to launch the rocket pistol, Daisy arranged a debut launch or sale with the Macy's department store in New York for Christmas. So there were reports on various sites here that talk about this, that it was a huge success. They had store workers dressed in futuristic attire and a department area set up with like the Buck Rogers space theme as well. The Buck Rogers storyline began in 1928 in the August issue of Amazing Stories magazine. It was number 29. But he began as Anthony Rogers. It wasn't until the 1929 comic strip started that the name was changed to Buck Rogers. You know, there was so much marketing and tie-ins here with the Buck Rogers. There was with Cocoa Malt, Cream of Wheat, Kellogg's, Big Little Books, Ingram watches, and so many items. The characters and story were promoted at the 1934 World's Fair in Chicago even. And, you talk about perfect timing for that as well. The fair was titled as A Century of Progress. That was the theme. Along with the comics, you also had the radio shows too. And those are actually pretty cool if you would take a listen to them. The infamous atomic relativator, that was a key element to one of their series of stories there. It's really cool voice acting and storyline. It's good. It's worth a listen. When I purchased this particular rocket pistol, it was quite rusted and non-functioning. You can see here in the before and after what's featured in this episode. It went through a lot of work. That repair episode is available to behind-the-scenes members. If you're interested in that, I have information about it. It might be worth your while if you're looking to restore or repair one of these rocket pistols. This is really one of those icon toys. It never goes out of style or loses its attraction to collectors of all ages. It's a timeless piece. Dr. Hewer stopped by the lab and wanted to make sure we were drinking our cocoa malt drinks for that extra energy and our health. Be sure to subscribe here to Toy Tinker Tim. Share this episode, with your social media, with your friends and other collectors, Hit the like if you've enjoyed it, and let me know if you've got a rocket pistol too in your collection in the comments below. Be sure and check out the links below this video. I've got quite a few of them, different sites and information relating to the rocket pistol here. And as always, thanks for watching Toy Tinker Tim.